All right. We're doing some more of this. I don't think we'll have planeswalkers this time, but we might.
Yeah, just open a planeswalker.
We could.
That's a strong draft strategy.
We had the one from Yo, the Dragon Man. But yeah.
The man who's been conditioning his hair very well and thoroughly.
Oh, what was that noise?
Oop.
I heard that noise. The
Oh no!
bug. The bug.
HK 1997 wins the match. HK 97.
The bug. I. Yeah. Okay.
The bugs have arrived.
Anyway, let's set this up.
Falcon Tro.
Falcon. Valcon. But yeah, okay. So my plan here is again trying to shore up the early curve and to pay a little more heed to the signals and what I actually have rather than just kind of like, yep, I'm in black,
Mm.
accepting it unconditionally. But I like the enemy color plan. I like that a lot. Like that sets you up for a good spot.
Yeah, I mean that's my baseline for this set. It keeps you as open as possible.
Right. It gives you the option between the two rather than if you're an
Right.
allied color, you only have one
Hmm.
guild. Conversely, shards was the opposite. You
Right.
you kind of leaned on an allied color pair and tried to make it work. I mean, there seriously is more mana fixing in this set than there was in shards.
Hmm.
There's a lot of the common duels, a lot more than there, and the
Not only that, but the morph mechanic. It's like, hey, that works a lot harder than cycling to that effect.
yeah, especially since cycling was only on like there weren't like the huge cycling cards that were really good. It was just like these really really substandard cards that got
Hmm.
cycling. There were the big creatures in Naya. There was a Jungle Weaver being the best of them, a 5/6 spider for 7. But pillar or not pillar field docks, yoke no not yoke docks. Uh,
Plow behemoth. What the hell was
yeah,
that guy?
he's a 5/5 for
Yeah.
7 or something like that. He was really not good, but he cycled, so you played him. And then there was like the big red one that had a lot of power and not a lot of toughness. Not Valley Ran.
Valley Ranet was the multicolor guy.
Yeah, but yeah, but yeah. So take a little, maybe go in heavier on the mana fixing over anything, over other things, just so I can try as I can to avoid those games where I look at my opener and only have one of my 3 colors. Mm.
I mean, it's legitimately tough, and up to a point, you have to get lucky.
It.
Because, if you go so heavy on fixing, your card quality is in the tank, and
Yep.
you pick great cards, and then you can never cast them.
Yeah.
Ah,
You just can't.
that's draft. Marfia?
Marfia
Hmm.
and the squibfish.
Squidfish sounds powerful.
Yeah. I like Marfia. Hmm. Johnny.
No.
But yeah. Let's see what we got here. So, jumping right in, we have opened up.
My goodness, I just thought of something.
Okay.
Apropos of nothing, how many Ajani's have been printed?
On some 4.
Dang.
Yeah, wait. I've been thinking of Johnny 5 Jaces. There are 5 Jaces that exist if you want to. If you
Yeah,
want
Johnny
to.
5 Jaces.
So our rare is Blood-Soaked Champion.
How about that for early curve?
Yeah. That is the beatdown. Are there five? Are there four or five Ajani? No, maybe there are five Ajanis.
Because you have the green white one that was like
yeah, there are five Ajanis. There's red, white, there's
okay.
green, white, and three others. So yeah,
So we have a Johnny Five Axes. I love
yeah.
it.
All right, so Bloodsoaked Champion is like aggressive and cool. Stubborn Denial is a pretty good counter. Maybe not in this format though. Like
I mean, we would really want to be able to counter creatures.
right. It's the opposite of what I'm looking for.
Sultai Soothsayer. Oh, he's not at all a mold drifter, but you
It's
know,
still good. Bring Low is also pretty good. Like removal, but I'm gonna go with the Bloodsoaked Champion and kind of lean from there. It's a pretty damn good aggressive creature. Yo, damn.
Flash can't be. What in the hell?
Flash can't be countered. Other creatures you control can't be countered, and is a 6/6, and also trample.
That's kind of powerful. I think we might have to ignore our first pick or our second.
Yeah, one of the two definitely gets ignored because those two don't go in the same deck. He picked an uncommon over this. Actually, no. He picked a common over that.
Good lord.
Yeah, or a foil. He could have picked a foil rare. It's a common gone. So foil rare would make sense if there was something actually more compelling than this, which there are cards in the set that would be at foil. So yeah, this is a 5-mana 6/6 with multiple upsides. We're rolling with it.
That's quite a surprise. You have a morph and 5 mana open on the table, and they're like, I can attack.
Well, what if I just did
Crushed.
Okay. As far as on this plan goes, I mean, if I was going with the Bloodsoaked Champion, the Chief of the Scale would be a good pickup to go with it. Jeskai Elder is a card I like with. I kind of just like this card in general if I can get Prowess to work more. Leaping Master is also good. We could also just pick up Mana Fixing.
Just the fixing. Chief of the Scale is in here. Mardu Skull Hunter is in here. Mardu Hateblade is in here.
Yes, like there's a Mardu plan definitely available if we wanted to just ignore the Dragon Claw and go Warriors again. But that is like it's a hard choice. Honestly, like
This could be our shot at early fixing.
maybe
Yeah.
I'm not terribly pulled away from it. Oh my God, is he serious? He is a warrior.
Holy shit.
Son of a. I can't. No. I'm sorry. Oh boy.
Ugh.
Anyway, draw a card, deal damage, equal number of cards in your hand.
That sounds like a blank piece of cardboard.
Yeah, Valley Dasher, Woolly Loxodon.
Willy Loxodon looks alright.
Yeah, it's either that or the Valley Dasher to be on the super. I like Woolly Loxodon.
Well, how about Witness of the Ages to split the difference? I mean, the cut point is 4 power, right?
Yeah, I think I would rather pick up the Loxodon though if I'm gonna pick the Witness, because I'm gonna morph it and then.
Just a higher upside.
Yeah,
I think the Loxodon's okay.
I mean, yeah. Ooh, Smoke Teller. I think I can just take OK Bear. There
Yeah,
doesn't.
I'm not really seeing something better.
Yeah, like Crippling Chill's okay. But like again, like I kind of talked about how being able to be a turn up on the morph game gives a lot of power.
That, and if we get our blue mana, we'll be able to look at their more.
The mysteries revealed. Of note, if we were on the Wario plan, we would have Unyielding Krumar. More, like, pick up more fixing. Or a Mystic of the Hidden Way.
Mystic of the Hidden Way. I
Hmm.
like that guy a lot.
I'm just sitting there looking at him. He's unblockable.
He can't be blocked.
Over the fixing.
Take the fixing already. We'll find other
We'll find more
creatures.
mystics. We'll find more mystics. I want to be. Look, I'm very afraid of not being able to cast my. Oh.
The signal, it's here.
Hello. So now this guy can like crack a Thume, come down into play and attack.
And you draw a card.
Yeah, and I draw a card. Yeah, okay. I mean, if it wasn't that, I would awaken the bear. It's like not a terrible combat trick. The trample on it is the.
All right, well, we get to be Gruul.
Yeah.
That was our mistake. We were not.
We were not Gruul. So yeah, let's pick up the Ascendancy in color and just roll with this. Foil land. Get out of here. What is Roar of... All creatures able to block target creature do so. That creature gains the indestructible if it's for... Either that or Act of Treason?
I like Active Treason a little more. Roar of
Yeah.
Challenge can fail if they're just attacking you a bunch.
Right, but it also can be like Wrath if I have this sort of thing. But Act of Treason can just easily buy a game. And that's cool. I guess both of those can buy a game in different ways.
Ooh, there's big game.
Some game. We could get some game. We could get Sagu Archer. Which is like okay.
I want the early guy.
I want the early guy as
That's
well.
what we were missing before. That's a pretty goddamn good piker.
Yeah, I mean, it's you trade it with a morph. What if I am Gruul and the splash is blue? That's real.
Sounds kind of good.
Okay, so here's a thing. I was going to mention it right now because here's the card. So, Mardu Blazebringer. Card's like kind of awful, right?
He does have 4 power.
What if he had haste and drew a card when he came into play? Would that be enough to make him playable?
I mean,
I'm gonna try it.
okay, fine.
Here, the
All
other
4 power creatures. Here it comes.
the other thing about it that I like is that it can also operate as like just sitting in play as a 4-power creature. Like,
What did Embodiment of Spring actually do?
2 tap, search your library for a basic, and sack him.
Ooh. Canyon Lurkers, then?
Yeah, I don't. They're both kind of not. They're both
Yeah, they're-
fringe.
They are, but I'm... Oh, great.
I
This is so bad.
believe Kenny. Mardu Blazebringer.
I hedge towards the guy who could activate Temur Ascendancy versus the guy who can, like, mana fix to
Okay,
cast
that
Temur
is
Ascendancy.
really good. That makes a lot of sense. What the world? Stealing.
Oh, yeah, the warrior plan. Not stealing a rush of battle.
No, not the sorcery. That they're both like. Look, this guy just kind of blocked me forever. Also,
Okay.
zombie elephant.
Take your damn zombie elephant. Get out of here.
Okay, well, and land. So black is like just over there, whatever. So we have Gruul with the blue splash for some power. Also, Mardu freaking Blazebringer, because.
Blammo!
This is what I get for not believing in the 5-color warrior plan. This is my payment. What's below the curve?
Valley Dasher.
Probably.
God, that feels awful.
Yeah. I mean, this is my penance for not
There's,
believing.
yeah, there's a lot of black in this pack. Look at all this.
Yeah, good removal, decent creature. This charm's actually all right. I don't think I could actually splash for it at the moment, but I basically would rather have a passable creature.
Look, we'll crush them.
Yeah, what if
It's
I just don't
fine.
run into... Look, there's gonna be a guy at the table who has the really dumb warrior deck, and it's really good. And I'm not gonna hate pick just to hate him. Like, I refuse to hate pick on my, like, on pick one, pack two. See?
Yeah!
What if we have the Savage Knuckle Blade?
Sadly, we are like locked out of ever having perfect creatures, so we don't want like 3/5s.
This guy can bounce himself, at least.
This guy is pretty damn tough. Like,
Yeah.
seriously.
Yeah. I mean, is a 4/4 for 3? If we can make the mana work, that's really good.
Yo, another Rugged Highlands sitting down here. That's kind of cool.
We have Treasure Cruise, Rugged Highlands, Swift Spear. Even this guy, like this is a 3/1 flyer for 4. And Dragon Grip is actually really kind of a strange combat trick. Because if you can cast it with Flash, then like the fact that it's an aura isn't as bad because you can treat it as just like a +2
Right.
+0 for strike trick that sticks.
Yeah, so if Thunder Strike stuck around, we're taking the Knuckle Blade though. This guy's insane.
This guy's nuts. That's not an ogre, by the way. That's a freaking yeti. Like, come
That's a
on.
yeti.
Don't lie to me.
Yeah.
Okay, Singing Bell Strike as early-ish removal. Teamer
So,
Charger
Teamer Charger.
as like just a 3/1. So like if I'm on the
Straight
play, like I'm Gruul. Hi. What up? You know. There would also be like Summit Prowler would be okay, but I don't really want to pick that.
Yeah, like the 3/1 is a Goblin Piker whose bonus ability is +1 power.
Yeah.
Surprise.
Yeah, 2 mana 3/1 like basically I'm fine with. Especially because I feel like I'm the deck that wants to be like, oh, you're trying to be sitting there and playing your morphs on 3? Get crushed for it, you know? Let me show you how this is done. I like that my 3 blue cards are all these tri-colored bomb rares.
They're the stretch cards.
Yep.
We're just a Gruul deck. How did we...
Gruul.
We did that thing that I tried to avoid.
I know, being in...
Allied colors.
I only have Sultai Flayer, which I actually like as a creature because it triggers off itself.
It does? There's also Alpine Grizzly if you're dedicated to 4 power.
That's true as well.
I know.
I don't know if I'm that dedicated because, like, basically, I see this as it's a hill giant with 2 extra abilities, and both of them are extremely relevant. I think my favorite, Blaze It.
You're trying to optimize Bardu Blazebringer to make me
Yes.
sound like an idiot. Well, you go ahead.
I am going to optimize Bardu Blazebringer with my powerful. Look, they're both fine. The biggest thing I don't like about Alpine Grizzly is the 2 toughness means it trades with every morph.
Every single morph in the set. Oh, a different ascendancy. We could have a morph.
Yeah, we could have a. I think the Snowhorn Rider is more real here. We're not a deck that really could take advantage of this ascendancy. This ascendancy is like okay as far as limited goes. Like the card selection it gives you, it makes up for the -1 card. And if you're in those colors, you're probably more likely to have delve things like this.
Oh man, I guess it's our pickamorphs. We get Snowhorn Rider or Glacial Stalker.
I guess this is
he's
just better.
Yeah, it looks that way.
Yeah.
We're gonna have the red and the green. Sure.
Right, because they're both on my splash color, so might as well, right? Is a warrior because the tribal warrior deck could have been real. speaking of warriors,
The color of war.
um,
See, okay, look at right there. Bloodfire Mentor, an
oh
05.
05.
Buddy, why are you an 05?
Okay, so
I
here's the
hate that.
question. I'm looking at war name aspirant, but I'm also looking at swift kick just as removal. I think the aspirant is,
The Aspirant is enough better.
yeah,
Swift kicks tend to go later, except this is like.
right. This one's not coming back. Dismal.
There's also Highland Game here, so I think we've ended up in the right place.
Yeah, we are the aggressive deck. I can be the aggressive deck. The aggressive deck can be real in this format.
You could fuck off at that.
Oh, huge, huge, huge! You want to get huge?
I mean, that's no. This is the deck that we had in. What was it? Triple Dragon's Maze.
Yeah, I know. That's why I love it.
The blue green. The blue red green. Like cast a big dumb sorcery to get huge. You're passing up Rugged Highlands for this, by the way.
I'm also passing up Snowhorn Rider,
Oh my
which is
God.
huge as well. Like,
Look at how many cards are still in this pack for us.
4?
I'd be fine with Inoc Tracker, Smoke Teller, Rugged Highlands, Snowhorn Rider, or Become Immense.
Yeah, I'm gonna take Become Immense because we don't have any delves, so this will make use of our delve. And man, that is like a trick and a half, you know. Oddly enough, this one here is actually quite blank. We have like not very good.
We have Fake Grizzly Salvage, Fake Life Gain.
I don't think I care about fake Grizzly Salvage.
We have an artifact that doesn't do anything except to activate prowess, I guess.
I could take the caves in case a black splash comes my way.
Sure, like Sultai Ascendancy.
Yeah.
You know?
Well, maybe
Or
some
really, like some other Sultai card that's just like way too good. Like Sultai?
Charm. Is that good enough to? That's good enough to pick here, right? Like it's either that or this big old man, and this big old man ain't bad. But
He is not bad. It
That
would
actually-
be more like staying on target.
I'm gonna say that's actually like really on plan.
We already have the Teamer Ascendancy. Yeah.
I'm not picking the charm. I'm staying on target, and we're gonna get Rugged Highlands for our.
Hot diggity damn.
Also a treasure cruise though. Ugh. I really like treasure cruise.
Take your damn treasure cruise.
I know. I'm gonna do it. Yeah. Yeah, I'm gonna give up the Rugged Highlands to cruise.
This is weird. We're getting like every other pick something.
Yeah, I'll grab the backwater. Trumpet Blast? Because this is really off-color banner. A Trumpet Blast might be like aggressive trick that wins the game. That actually might be the real aggressive.
Awaken the bear!
Yo.
Wow.
We'll take Highland
Big game.
Okay, so we have some like fixing here, but I want more. I really do.
Yeah, I mean, Bloodfell Caves and Dirty Backwater or whatever, like upgrades to Mountain and Island.
Yeah. Though, sort of. Like, I do want to be able to cast my spells on time. Awaken the Burl.
Where the heck are all those 3/4 flyers? Like, the last draft was full of them, and now we've seen, like, one.
Somebody
If that.
Somebody figured it out.
Yikes.
Funny enough. Okay, so Narset, Enlightened Master, which actually I don't think is terribly strong in draft. Like,
No, it's not all that good. Like, you would have to, for one, first pick it, and then pick a bunch of spells, and then your deck is kind of junk.
yeah. However, like, okay, Absent Charm I can't splash because it's the white-black. Mystic would be okay, but I'm really committed to getting this blue splash to work, and this is the kind of fixing I want for it. And I'm not giving up too much in this pack. I'm giving up either
Yeah,
like
I dig.
Like one of these.
That's basically it.
Yeah.
I, of course, would love Mystic of the Hidden Way. Summit Prowler is 4 power in one creature.
Yep.
Treasure Cruise, you already have one of, so I wouldn't really look at that
Right,
here.
especially since I've become immense, the Get Huge. I don't know why the card's not just called Get Huge, but you know, Wizard.
Get huge! Exclamation point. I would put the exclamation point on that. Maybe I can go design that card.
Get
I'll go
Huge.
go design Get Huge.
Do we have a pump spell in there that could just turn into Get Huge?
Probably. I remember designing this card.
Dig it. I dig that more than I dig the fixing, actually. Like, this is too good. 6 power, draws a card if I have Ascendancy and is haste, like... That's the bear I'm looking for.
Looks pretty dang good. Besides, no one is in our colors at all. They won't pick Thornwood Falls.
However, there could be somebody in Sultai that picks it.
That's true.
That's the
Then again, like the Sultai players have passed up all these like sweet Sultai cards.
Yeah. I'm not gonna.
I guess cancel is.
Yeah, cancel.
Cancel is like so bad in this set.
Look at the wussy art on cancel here. We have like.
Dude just threw a bottle rocket.
Yeah.
Like, oh no! Get this out of my hands!
Wizard.
It's misfiring.
Wizard at the edge of the cliff. Anyway, I'm picking the Bear's Companion because that's 6 power.
Man, could I do a magic supercut of card art that is just wizards at the edge of cliffs?
Probably. Alright, so here's a question for you. Warname Aspirant 2 or another one of these really powerful morph guys for our deck? Or a Hooting Mandrill.
That is a tough one. All of those are pretty good.
Yeah, like all 3 of those serve really good purposes.
All of our 2-drops are pretty real already.
Right, like it would be an upgrade to like a Highland game.
Hmm.
This is difficult. This is a pretty real choice, I feel. Hooting Mandrills, I think, is overkill on our Delve. We don't have enough for it. Warname Aspirant is quick. Snowhorn Rider is huge. Do we want to get huge? Yeah, let's get huge. Hey, there's one of those.
Ah, okay. Abomination of Gudul. Gudul to see you again.
Okay, Summit Prowler, we have Set Adrift, which is, like, okay. It has the unfortunate type line.
Yeah, sorcery makes that kind of... Like, look at this, and then look at, like, Time Ebb,
Yeah.
and you might get a little sad.
Yeah. Do I just pick Summit Prowler as, like, okay guy? Is this card even real? Like...
We have 17 creatures. I think Summit Prowler's real. He's 4 power.
Stubborn to not really wish could hit creatures in this format. I guess this is a flat negate for 1 in our deck.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe that tables.
Yeah, well, we can make up for not having creature removal by stopping creature removal.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with the Set Adrift over the Summit Prowler because I feel okay on my guys I have right now, and not like I need to upgrade. Just as the guy who has 2 Mardu Blazebringers in his deck.
Hooting Mandrills.
Hooting Mandrills.
Not even looking back.
Force Away is the only other even card worthwhile in here, and I mean it's good in here because we have the loot, but another card you design at some point. That's how it go. Yeah, we're gonna hoot.
I am prepared to give a hoot.
Yeah. What are we looking for at this point? Like, I would like a fight card. Basically, like, we have the huge guys. I just need, like, the fightmen, right? Like,
Yeah, where's our Swift Kick
where's our,
that I made you pass up on earlier in favor of, like, a dude?
that's right here.
Oh, yeah, okay, well. I summoned it.
Yeah, you summoned it.
There.
We talked about it, and therefore it's in the deck.
Ah, Disdainful Stroke. That's
I think this was I heard this one explained as counter target spell you care about.
Hmm.
Like it's actually all right, but we got the kick, so we're gonna give him the kick.
Let's give him the kick. I mean, I asked for this card.
Right.
We want this.
Hey, you know what card kicks really well?
Oh God.
Whoa.
Yo.
Yo,
How
what do I even? Okay, I want you to notice that this pack has like 5 cards I would pick. I'm just gonna point that out right now. So Hollow of the
Okay.
Horde, I'm not picking because with
Yeah,
our,
I mean we
don't
can't
have
really use
spells.
it. Yeah.
This charm fights.
Okay.
It also is a falter. It's also a mana leak. I really like this champion as well.
Mm. Mm-hmm.
But this is what I just mentioned how much I wanted fighting. Hmm.
So we go from a pack that has 5 cards for us to one that
It
has
has
0 cards.
basically none. I could pick Whirlwind Adept, but our deck is not prowess, so this would only just be a 4-power hexproof guy, which is okay. But blue is our splash, and I don't really want to go heavy on it, you know? Altar of the Brood. If you have an infinite combo, this is the card for you.
Hmm.
I'm just gonna steal the Soul Tie Charm, probably not play it.
Well, there's your treasure cruise.
Do I want a
Freaking
second?
second treasure cruise. How about Sagu Archer or Summit Prowler?
I like both of those better. I think they are more effective for our deck. Sagu Archer gives us a flying answer, which we don't really have.
Yep, we have fighting them and crushing them.
I think that's kind of why I'm gonna pick it. I'm already playing too much Dell for me to want second treasure cruise.
Mm.
Yes!
Yo!
Give me blue fixing. Like that's what I want. I want like Rugged Highlands is cool, but blue fixing is what I actually want. So
Hot diggity damn.
let's get on. Wow.
Weren't we thinking about this guy the last time around?
Yeah, the first time around we were hooting about him, and now we're picking him. We're hooting.
Okay. Well, cool. We've you know what? We read it. We read the draft, and we were reaping the rewards.
Yeah, like we had the choice of going a different direction, and that would have been I'm gonna pick Stubborn Denial. I mentioned what kind of counterspell this would be for our deck.
Haha, cancel. No one wants you.
Yeah, again. Yep, Stubborn Denial. There's been talk of this card in like Legacy as if you control Tarmogoyf counter that spell, but
No, that's come on.
you
Legacy
play,
already has good stuff.
You play Spell Pierce instead of it. By the way,
Seriously.
I'm gonna pick this for art. Specifically for the art. So we got Shambling Attendants, which I'm happy to have away. By the way, talking about perfect creatures.
That is a damn perfect creature.
Mm-hmm.
Not only can it not be killed by anything, it also kills anything.
All right, so
Good lord.
we have a
Incre-
deck.
Craft the curve that you want.
Yeah, basically. So the blue is going to be very light. I don't think I want Stubborn Denial. Maybe I do, honestly. Like, it is a flat counter spell, but...
Protect a guy.
And we are playing a deck that's like, we win the creature fights, so the non-creature fights are the, you know... Anyway, let me do what I want to do, which is sort by converted mana cost, and then move morphs over to their morph zone. Okay, so this is what our curve, like, actually looks like. I can get behind that. So let me cut Canyon Lurkers.
I'm glad we can cut that card.
Yeah. Do I want... Can I afford to blaze it?
Okay, for the match where you need to vastly lower your curve, then you're allowed to bring in Mardu Blazebringer.
Okay.
I don't like that guy.
I know. I I want to prove he has a home in this format. He's awful, but I want him to have a home. Hooting Mandrill's #1 can probably go. Honestly, like Set Adrift maybe even can go.
Yeah, I would say cutting either Set Adrift or Stubborn Denial, depending on which side of the removal battle you want to be on.
Yeah.
Become Immense just has to stay.
Right, Become Immense is there.
Awaken the Bear.
Awaken the Bear, +3/+3 trample. On the one hand, handing off trample is cool. On the other, both Surikar and Temur Charger hand off trample. So maybe that is a fine cut. And that brings us down to 23. So let me move things back into their like appropriate morph zones so I can show you what the curve actually looks like. I really do want to fit one of the Blazebringers into the deck. I'm forcing it.
All right, there we go.
It's here. Sucker Archers might not be the right cut there. That's our only flying defense. Nothing else.
Tusked Colossedon.
Yeah, that is like the most generic person in the world.
He's our worst big guy.
And we have this right here, which is just like it with more this cut-off elephant that you can only see half of. Sort by converted mana cost. I'm gonna keep Stubborn Denial because I do like.
Good lord, Wooly Loxodon's a warrior.
Yeah, we had.
What the hell?
You want tribal warriors? How many warriors do we have in our last deck? Was it 5? We have warrior, a warrior, a warrior, not a warrior, warrior. Oh look, a warrior, a warrior, a warrior. Oh look, another warrior.
Yeah.
So we have 8 warriors? Yeah. 8 warriors. We have more warriors than our warrior deck did before. Kind of makes me wonder what full tribal 5-color warriors looks like. Anyway, putting in lands. Let's go ahead and turn this to by color. So green is definitely our heaviest. And that's good because 3 of our duels tap for green. So this is a bit of a math problem here. We have blue is our definite splash, but it also is a very heavy color and is almost as close to red in as far as colors go. It looks like green is the heavy one that I want to be able to play. Like, I have 13 lands left. It could be like 5/4/4 or like 5/5/3. Do I really want to go that heavy on red?
I think we do. I mean, we have a lot of red guys.
5/5/3. That would leave 6 blue sources in the deck. I kind of like. Sitting here. Okay, yeah, one important thing in here, there is no double-colored card. Wooly Loxodon says it is, but I can morph it if I need to.
Yeah, that's you're pretty much morphing that guy. Well, okay. What I would say is keep the colors as even as possible.
Okay. With green having the slight
Like,
edge.
right. We're close enough to a just straight wedge. We should probably favor that.
Okay, so how about I have... So there's 3 green, 3 blue, and 2 red. So I do want an extra mountain in the mix. So let's see. If I added, let's see, 5 4 4 would make 8 green sources, 6 red sources, 7 blue sources. 6 4 3 would be 9 green sources, 6 and 6. 9 6 6. If I did that, that's about as even as I think I can come.
Hmm.
I think that's okay. I am gonna have a bit of. I do need all 3, and I don't have any real fixing, but like,
That's just fine. We'll have perfect mod every game.
and it wants 5 4 4, but I'm gonna up the forest count by 1 because of how important green is here. Like with green, I can operate because like if I'm on only green, like these guys morph. Is there one more card that morphs? No, it's green cards.
Yeah,
Morph. Like,
we cut our other morphs.
okay, like I can still cast half my deck on just green, whereas like other colors, if I get stuck on, are like not not as bad because these just kind of shuffle. But blue getting stuck on just kind of sucks because I have no real spells. You know. Anyway.
Well, all right.
Okay, we have a deck. This is like we got like power. Where are you? This guy. He's a removal spell, right?
Yeah, he'll show up and block somebody. Yeah. Block like any morph.
Yeah, he'll any
Like, geez.
creature like
What do they even flip in? I guess
Death
there's the
Touch.
Death Touch one.
the Death Touch one. In which case we like that happens. Surak. Sarkhan is better to me because Sarkhan was monocolored. Like in that game 2 that I won, like I only was able to cast my spells because Sarkhan is monocolored. Surak is. I keep thinking Surak gives flash, but it's trample. I wish he gave flash. That'd be really.
Yet another Teferi.
Yeah. Look at
Wait,
those.
what? Teferi and
Yeva.
4 on a 4 for Yeva.
He's got the shoulder pads there.
Wait, I understand this guy.
Hmm?
This guy is a transformer that turns from bear into man.
That's the only reason you would have those shoulder pads, right?
Right. Like I can just picture it now. It is a little
Beast
folding.
Wars. Yeah, that sounds right.
And then he goes beast mode, and then he turns into a bear.
Yeah, sure. Are there any morphs that aren't from that cycle that have the little morph art?
Basically not.
I don't think so, and that
It's
bothers
kind of a
me.
whiff. It bothers the heck out of me that they have tighter control of their branding and
They
like
choose not
style
to.
guides and all, and they're just that was kind of a late addition. We don't know what this effect is going to look like.
Yeah.
We don't really care to add it in.
Oh well.
Like if you go back and look at Time Spiral and how both the vanishing effect and we have to mulligan this.
Yeah, this is an auto mulligan.
The vanishing effect was consistent across all the cards that had vanishing. The suspend across the entire set, that was consistent. Oh my god. That hurt a little bit.
Welcome to Magic. Yeah, it was consistent with like the that little slice on all the suspend cards. All the old morph cards had the little spider.
Yeah, they managed to hide that away in all kinds of cards. It didn't get in the way.
Yeah.
This is starting to look all right.
We at least have a curve.
Yo!
That's a swamp, right?
By the
No,
way...
whoa, no, what clan is he? Yo, what is your secret? What is your secret? Reveal to me your secret.
The secret is he already won the draft because he got a fetch land.
Yeah. Okay, what's your secret? Show me. Okay, you're Mardu. No! Nobody knows.
Ah!
I kind of wish I had one banner. Oh, thank you. Yeah.
Crush.
I have no idea what his third color actually is.
Red.
Okay. I'll block her. Nothing else?
Arc lightning.
Krakathoom. This is a warrior.
Tis. He's also made of sand.
Mm-hmm.
Makes me not like him.
He's got the smoke. What do you got, buddy? Crippling Winter Flame. Tap target creature, deal 2 damage to target creature. Okay, here's the question. Did he choose correctly? Okay, he did. He killed my morph.
I know that sand is a creature type. Get out.
Sand tokens.
Stupid sand warriors.
Sand warriors. He wants raid. I can't punish him.
Wow.
Is it the 2-3? If it's the 2-3, he's in a really good spot. Oh, no!
Oh,
Yeah,
could
that's
be
a good
worse.
raid. Oh!
Oh, God.
Those are really good raids. Act of treason, you don't do nothing. None of my cards in my hand do anything. Ugh. Useless. I really needed 5th land right there.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Yeah, I have no other plays. It's just, yep, I needed 5th land. I have time, though. Like, this 1/1 can't attack. I can take hits from the rest. Luckily, I stole all his warriors.
Ha.
God, I really want to instant this down and just crush him in combat. Right? Like, that's what I want. Okay. So I think I just take 5 here. I get double block on this, but I lose my morph, and my morph is actually quite powerful in this match. Being a 5/5.
The raid continues.
The ra-
Nuts.
Please. Please.
Good God.
Okay. I know what my plan is.
Is it Swift Kick his flyer?
It's Swift Kick his flyer.
Well, you know what? That puts another couple things in the yard.
Yeah. It gains me some life. Buys me a bit of time. Allows me a cast of Become Immense if need be. Did you know this card's really strong because it's a 1 mana 3/3? Like, okay. God, this might be too little too late, it feels like.
Hmm.
We're doing it. Thor drops from the sky. Do I chump with this?
Okay. On its face, you're taking 8. Go to 5. He's gonna activate Outlast just so he can get more attacking power.
And then he
It's
can
not-
hit me for 4. F. God, like, I need to chump block with it just to buy time, but I need the creature in play too.
No, we need the creature more, I think. Like, if we had creatures in our hand,
Right.
I would be okay with that, but
Let's just see what happens. I go to 5. What's he got post combat? Yep, Outlast. Get more power on the board. And play another Outlaster. Okay. So he has no hand.
dang.
I'm not dead. I go to 1. I have a plan.
Does it go to 1 then crack back for leap?
Yeah, it's go to 1 and crack back for lethal.
Like
Alright.
act of treason.
Alright.
Wait,
Alright!
can we squeeze act of treason and become immense into the same turn?
Yes, we can.
Because it's
Because of the
like
delve.
act of treason is like a tiny mana ritual.
Okay. You know, you mentioned the deck. We're going to take 4. We're going to take exactly 4. He's on top deck mode. Like, I need his card to be blank. That's fine. Also fine.
Okay.
Gain a life. He's going for the kill next turn.
Hmm.
Does that mean I have to try for the kill this turn?
Dang, I don't think we can stop him.
I do not have the blockers to live to his attack anymore.
Well, he's got no cards in hand. So we're really like calling his bluff here. Let's. Yeah. Owned by him. How about that? Everybody tramples.
I mean, there's really obvious blocks to not die. Yeah. It's not worth it showing him that. Like, there's no... Like, this is the only way I could possibly win. So I have to try it. Damn, I needed another guy, like, at all. Any other creature instead of those cards would have got there. Stubborn Denial's coming out for a guy.
He's never removing our guys.
Yeah.
He's just making a bunch of dudes.
Well, actually, God, it might be fine, but the big thing is, like, I lost that to not having guys. Yeah, Surrak does not have trample, so, you know, that's a bit harsh. Blaze it.
He'll never attack into that.
What do I care if it trades 1 for 1 with
It's
his
a 3-mana
3/3s?
removal spell, sure.
Yeah. All right, how about this? Let's like draw like land and spells that I
Yeah,
can
let's
cast
not
on.
have to mulligan twice.
I'm making
Cool.
thumbs up motions. Many thumbs up motions. I'm playing the Valley Dasher on 2.
We actually get to attack him.
Yeah.
That's nuts.
Ah! Worthless. All right. Every turn is the body check.
Stupid format of 04s and 05s.
Yep. I get it. Oh, okay. I guess I shouldn't have cast him last turn. Oh well. Hubris. It'll be fine. Nice mana. Oh.
Gross. Gets the 2/3 into 1/1.
This is my punishment for playing Valley Dasher. Like, quite literally, this entire game is going to be going just downhill forever because I chose to play Valley Dasher. Ugh. I think Sultai Flare is a better play.
Uses more mana.
Yeah. Also, I could possibly haste the Knuckle guy.
Knuckle guy.
Yeah. So that's all on me for choosing to play that over the tapped land. All right, let's see where this leads. We've got really powerful stuff, so I'm feeling okay on it. These disowned ancestors kind of turn into like gigantic, walls. Oh,
Good God.
absolutely not. All right, I've got to play for this jerk. Get the hell out of here.
Stomp.
Like, that can't happen.
My guys have death touch. Look at me.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody get huge. Yep, that was gonna happen at some point.
Yep.
Aim for 3. Oh. That's his hair isn't as good in that one.
Yeah. Okay. Anyway, he's attacking. Let's get our damage in while we've got it. Because now that these walls are online, that's a problem. How's it going, Polluted Delta? Yeah, that's right. You leave back that disowned ancestor.
He's got the fear.
Mm-hmm.
We'll just cycle on all of our guys. How about that?
I like cycle on all my guys.
Oh yeah, haste.
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
Haste on all my guys, too, is the other thing I like. By the way, if my opponent decides to... what the hell are you trying to... No, he's casting something. If my opponent decided to attack all out next turn, I think I could just kill him. What do you got? Is there like a trick, or did you just want to fetch? Oh.
Murder!
And because I don't have an untapped land, he dies. Okay. But I gain 4 life. Okay, so murder's gone. And all of my... Like, the big thing is, like, my creatures are cantripping forever anyway, so... That's fine.
He wants to hold back enough power to kill the Sultai Flare.
He does.
Okay.
Unless he's gonna, like, outlast some more. Which he is. Oh my god.
We can hoot.
I could
Draws
hoot.
us a card.
How much do I want to hoot for? Like, do I want to throw away my whole yard on it? Or do I want to save it for Become Immense?
Just don't know. Like, tossing your yard means you're trying to draw into something that you can cast right away.
Right. Alternatively, I could just hoot. And that's it. Like, it would be a hoot. And just, like, I think that's fine. I actually have 2s. Let's do that. That way I can still cast both of these in one turn, and if I draw a 2-drop, I can play it. Okay.
Hey!
I disagree on that block. Oh, trample, right. Never mind. This guy just has trample because he's cool. I no longer disagree on that block. By the way, this ascendancy,
That's kind of crazy.
kinda good. Also, I feel so strong having the Sultai Flare down because my 19 life total will just continue to go up. Okay. Blaze it. Blaze it. Blaze it.
I can't even believe it.
Blaze it. We're blazing it.
Can't believe this is happening. Draw into other Mardu Blazebringer. Okay, fine.
I'm gonna pass on the turn, though. I'm gonna set up the kill turn. I don't have the win. I guess if I active treasoned, I could have won there. If he doesn't have anything in hand, but I also can just kind of wait one turn, and then I've got full power available to me. Which is what I plan on doing. I'm gonna play Circuit.
Good God.
Just try it.
What do we lose?
I only have 8 mana. I can't cast Sirach and Swift Kick in the same turn. Like, I would have to hope that I draw a land off Sirach. How about this?
Well, any plan involves us casting Sirach, right?
Maybe.
Hmm.
What if I just acted treason and attack? Like, I have that.
Okay. This guy, he is owned.
Blaze it. I disagree that Sirach should be played, seeing as that I need to cast to become immense to win the game here. I'm planning on getting huge. Now if he has a kill spell, he has to spend it here.
Ha! Huge! Act of immense betrayal. 9
Huge, huge, huge!
That seems fair for 1 mana, right?
1 mana. Cool, so we just owned him with his own disowned ancestor.
Yikes.
That was good.
I am now a believer in Become Immense.
Yeah.
Can we cut Valley Dasher?
In this match? Yeah. Maybe it could just be like Awaken the Bear. Or like another Hooting Mandrill.
Another Hooting Mandrill. Hooting Man.
Set Adrift might not be bad.
He spends a couple turns outlasting his guys and then gets to draw him again.
This.
It's like, by the way, my last guy who doesn't have trample has trample.
I'm gonna go with the Mandrills just to keep the creatures around. Yeah. Okay.
Dicey. We have a play.
Yeah, and we're on the draw. God, this is dicey. I'm gonna try it. Ugh.
I don't think it's that dicey.
Now he's starting off with the 0-4.
He picked like 5 of those guys.
Yeah, basically. I do need the third land by 3 just so I can morph this. Okay. Come on, mountain. That's all she wrote. Talk about extremely bad.
Hmm. Oh my god.
Welcome to Magic.
Yep.
This is literally how it goes, so we have 5 tricolor cards in hand, but 2 of them are morphs, so who cares? Now he's gonna play Mardu. No. Oh. Yeah, that's powerful.
How about those lack of answers to... We would lose to any deck with this hand.
We would lose to literally a guy casting morphs until the end of days with this hand. Like, we're losing to a 0-4 with this hand, so, you know.
Kraken Hatchling never looked that good.
True.
Yeesh. I like that. Magic is a game where sometimes you don't get to make decisions. Hearthstone is a game where all your decisions are wrong. Oh yeah, we're powering up our hooting mandrels by discarding.
Only one more turn of literally nothing, and I can play a Hooting Mandrills.
Oh my goodness.
My opponent's fixing is pretty strong. Gonna point that out.
Oh, also we don't even get the creature that we get.
No, because he wants to lifelink his team.
Yep. Wow. We're pretty dang crushed at this point. See now, good God.
There is actually nothing we could have done at any point there. And it sucks because it's like that hand isn't incorrect to keep with 2 morphs and 2-drop. It's just, you know, 6 turns of not drawing the third land makes it the end of the game. So, like, look at how many lands my opponent has drawn. We're on, you know, oh, he's got the cut too. All right. Okay.
Good Lord.
Yeah. So, that's the end of that one. Yikes. I feel cheated on that because it's just like, here you go.
God.
There's actually no way you could have won this game in basically any world, so.
I feel like we drafted really well.
I agree. I feel like the only cards I felt we were missing were like maybe a Savage Punch. Like, I really liked the way the deck ran when it did run. But this is the game of Magic, so sometimes you don't get there. So, anyway, we are returning to data.
Return to data. Value destroyed.
Yeah. I mean,
We've done it.
Sirac, you came down and tried to win the game. You really did. You did. This guy, the Knuckleblade, did his job.
Good Lord. Teamer Ascendancy, MVP. Holy shit.
that card's kind of nuts. So anyway, that's all I've got for the day. Uh, don't really want to start another one right now. I could if
Yeah,
I
that's
went and turn things around.
no.
We're
That's
good.
totally fair. We got really good drafts. I like how the drafts went. I
Yeah.
do like. I mean, honestly, picking cards is my favorite part. The games that ensue from there, are just you
Magic
know,
happens from this point forward. Yeah.
that's a bonus. Like,
Yeah. I'm just happy with both of at least the second deck. The first deck I know where it went wrong. The second one it sucks because it went wrong in the sense of, oh, you kept the wrong two-lander on the draw. Ha ha. Like there's nothing there
yeah,
that
like I don't honestly, I don't think our yes, okay, remove the 2/2 haste guy who throws himself away. I
yeah.
don't think removing all our pikers is the correct thing.
Well, no, I don't. I actually like the 2/2 the 2/1 gain some life guy.
Mhm.
He's early enough. The 3/2 gets big enough. The one that has raid gets big enough to block or like trade with a 3/3. Yeah, our
Yeah.
opponent had a really strong mana base. If you saw at the end of that game, he played like 4 or 5 duels. Like he was all in on that. So anyway, thanks to all for joining. I plan on doing a number of these and trying to kind of get a better feel for the format. I'm still dipping my feet into it and seeing what comes of it. So
Yeah, honestly, it looks like a lot of fun. This might get me to spend my one magic purchase a year.
ooh, I mean it is the new set. I think that's happened on the big set. Kind of that's
Mm,
Ravnica does that. Anyway,
yeah. Oh,
thank,
oh, well, okay. The draft that I do at Magfest doesn't count.
well, right. That's a Magfest thing.
Mhm. You haven't been to Magfest unless you've done the one Magic draft or whatever.
With
If
no
you play
beer.
Magic, you know I've never done their like drinking
I
draft.
was that the you weren't at the one that they did. I know, like, was that
Well,
Kavanaugh that went to that one where they just
I
didn't
yeah.
have?
Wait, where they didn't have beer
Yeah, like
and they were supposed to?
I think it was like Gnome, Kavanaugh, and Logical went to a draft, and it was like supposed to be the late night draft, but they're like, we're out of beer.
Oh my god!
Sorry.
Wow.
Yep. Yeah, Kavanaugh confirms.
Yep, they had no beers.
No
You know
beers.
what? I'll make it up to you guys. I'll bring beer.
All right.
Then you can do that. Just you come to Magfest. Come to
Magfest.
Magfest.
Magfest will be cool.
I'll bring you beer. I feel like I have to push it a little more this year because the event itself is crappier for existing at a bad time.
Yeah, that's a weird time. I mean, there's gonna be a GYCL event, right?
Oh, every time,
That's
yeah.
that's definitely on tap. There's a lot of things. Cube will be there.
Cube.
Cube. Yeah, it's Magfest. It's like end of January.
Now, as for what I intimated is what I can do to like fill the time in case we had some quick drafts, which I think this counts.
Yeah.
I wanted some other skulls to help me look over my Star Droid stuff.
Oh, okay.
I've been thinking about that lately and how I could make it more real. That's not something that I would stream exactly. I would just like
Yeah.
open a spreadsheet, get people in the call so that I don't have to divide my attention between like 1,000 different things.
It being stretched in. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
my attention gets pretty dang stretched at times. I found this when I was training myself to play StarCraft, for instance.
Mm-hmm.
I could sustain periods of paying attention to stuff within explicit rules for like 20 to 25 straight minutes. And then afterward, I would just not be able to look at the screen and get severe headaches and just be like, I can't pay attention to anything right now.
Like you just get to
Just
the
leave
point
me
where you get to the point where your brain just goes, no, I am done doing all of these actions.
Now, in that meantime, I could accomplish some mighty feats of doing. I was all right, but yeah. So that's always been a feature that's kind of stuck with me, and the kind of thing that makes me want to adopt some tactics. So sorry to tease everyone with that who's been paying attention to me on the Twitter. I didn't really ever mean to stream something.
Yeah.
after this. I'll stream something tomorrow.
Yeah,
Don't worry
there's
about
other
that.
days for streams, and there's all sorts of streams around. Right? Is there somebody else streaming right now? Maybe there's probably somebody else streaming right
There's probably somebody else doing it. No one in my circle that I know
now.
of.
Yeah, and I can't think of anybody that I know, but yeah. Anyway, so
It was a lot of fun. I liked this, and I'm coming to like Cons of Tarkir as a format.
I'm enjoying it. It really does remind me of shards in this, like shards had really terrible mana, and this has slightly less bad mana, and you kind of have to like realize that that's something you really need to focus on. Like this isn't Ravnica where I could get away with 2 color no fixing or 3 color no fixing, like 2 color usually.
Mhm.
Like I can't just not pick the gates this time. So anyway, uh, thanks everybody for joining. Thanks Kaz for joining on the drafts.
Oh, I loved it.
I enjoyed both of them. They both had very good features and some not so good features involving the game of Magic itself. And thank you Zoo for joining. And have a good night.